Welcome back to the Peak Natty podcast. Today we have the NPP, the Natty Physique podcast, joining us, as well as Josh. Josh has been on before. Luke, why don't you introduce yourself first?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Luke. I'm from Canada. I'm currently 28 years old, and I actually just started competing 2 years ago, back in 2024. I've been always into fitness and lifting weights ever since high school, pretty much, when I was into sports and stuff. But after high school finished, I stopped playing all sports and I kind of focused on the gym. I always wanted to compete, but I kept putting it off until 2024. I hired my first coach, and he's still my coach to this day, Alex Toplin. We did Summer Shredding Toronto was my first ever show. I actually hired Josh as my posing coach as well. I had a session with him before that show. So that was my first show. It went well. Ended up winning that one, and I ended up doing 4 shows that season. And then the next year was even crazier. I don't know why, and I won't do it again. I ended up doing 7 shows last year, which absolutely killed me. But it was worth it. It was worth it. So I guess
you've done 11 shows, and you've been bodybuilding for like 3 years.
2 years.
2 years. Wow. I did not know that. Wow.
I mean, I guess, last year I had some specific goals. We managed to get them, which is good, but I definitely pushed my body to the limits. And here we are now. Me and Manene started our own YouTube channel and podcast talking about all natural bodybuilding. And I guess I just fell in love with the sport. I love it. Men's physique, natural men's physique.
You ever going to do classic?
I get asked that question a lot. I don't know. If I do, it'll be down the line, somewhere far down the line.
You'll mature. You'll graduate into it.
Yeah, I like the men's physique.
All right, Josh, you go next. Introduce yourself for everyone who hasn't listened to the podcast with you before.
Sweet. What's up, guys? I'm Josh Mata. I'm a full-time posing coach, international at that. I've worked with Olympians, pros, and beginners for all divisions. And I've been posing coaching for about 3 years, full-time for 2. And that's all about me. I don't know what else to say.
I feel like when you just think about men's physique posing coach, you just think about Josh. So
I pretty much established that space very well. And love men's physique as well. I have dabbled in classic physique several times, and I'm actually making my classic physique debut this year for summer shredding, just like Luke. My first show was summer shredding back in 2022, and that's where I discovered I know how to pose very well. And so that's when I opened business and became a posing coach for primarily classic. But then I saw the opportunity with men's physique, and I was like, let's start posting more men's physique. And so that's where my platform is today. And
All right, Munene, go and introduce yourself for everybody who does not know who you are. How many shows have you done compared to Luke?
What's up, Gabe? What's up, Josh? What's up, Luke? Hey, everyone. My name is Munene. Just as Gabe said, you're probably reading it like, how do you say that? Just think Munene. There you go. Simple. I get that all the time. But yeah, I'm 26 years old. I'm originally from Kenya. I moved to Canada in 2018 to do my degree in kinesiology. I came to study, and then I decided to stay after. And just like Luke, I've always been active from a young age. I used to play tennis competitively in my home country and took that pretty highly. And then I stopped playing tennis competitively, and I still wanted something to, keep my competitive spirit alive. And bodybuilding and fitness is something I got into when I was 16. Always wanted to compete someday, but that day didn't come until 2024. So that's when I competed for the first time. I did 4 shows in my first year. The last one in August was summer shredding against Luke, where we actually made it to the finals together. And then we had a pose down, and he got the edge on me.
That was a crazy show.
Nice.
My ass in the final there. And then 2025 last year, I did 2 shows last year. So trying to get my Natty IFBB Pro card, been close 2 times, but didn't quite make it. But just like, you guys, I just love men's physique. It's amazing. Natural bodybuilding as a whole. I just love it for, the challenge, the sport, everything. I can just keep going on and on and on. But just like Luke, we started a podcast at Summer Shredding 2025. He literally just told me backstage, and he's like, yo, dude. I was like, what's up? Want to start a podcast? Like, screw it. Why not, man? Let's do it. And then here we are with you legends. So Appreciate you
Hell
having
yeah.
us. And, yeah. What about
Yeah,
you,
of
Gabe?
course. Yeah, dude. So I have competed just 3 times, not 11 times, man. That is that's quite a bit. I don't know if my body wants to go there, man. My test already got shot enough on my preps. But I'm an OCB pro, so I've done 1 OCB show. I went pro first show, and then I've done 2 NPC tested shows. I didn't end up going to nationals. I will be attempting my run at nationals to try to become a natural IFBB pro, probably 2028, but nothing set in stone. Right now, I'm just doing my off season. I had pretty good success at my 2 NPC natural local shows. I got best poser with Josh here at the first one, and then I took 2nd overall in classic and 3rd overall in men's physique, and then I took 3rd in classic at my 2nd NPC show in California, and then 2nd in men's physique at that one. So 2nd and 3rds. But I didn't end up going to Ben Wieters like I had originally planned, because my body was just shot and I knew, I was going to get smoked going there. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to make my run at it in like 2028 and go for that natural IFBB pro card. But before we get into all things natural bodybuilding, I want to, obviously you guys, we all have pretty big goals here. What are your guys' big main kind of end goals with bodybuilding? Pro cards, what divisions you want to hit? So Luke, how about you go first?
Yeah. So the reason I actually did 7 shows last year is because 1, I did 3 summer shredding shows, so that pretty much takes up half of the shows. And 2, I wanted to, me and my coach set a goal to get the trifecta, 3 natural pro cards. So that includes OCB, WMBF, and then obviously the IFBB pro card. So I did a WMBF show, ended up winning, got the pro card, did the pro show the next day, ended up placing 2nd overall in the pro show. Did an OCB show for the first time, won that one, got my OCB pro card. And then the last one is the IFBB pro card. So I'd say right now, my main goal is to get that natural IFBB pro card. Unfortunately, with my timeline this year, I can't really do nationals. I still haven't done a nationals show. So I'm hoping next year will be the year that I can finally go for that one. But that's my main goal right now is the IFBB card.
Do you guys have one in Canada to do?
We have 2.
Qualifier?
I might tell you it's brutal in Canada. It's rough out here, man. We have 2 shows to it's so rough. 2 shows to get our pro cards at. And there's then one of them is international now. So it used to be just Canadians, and then they opened the doors to anyone. And then the other one is just for Canadians. So it's savage out here, man. 2 opportunities year round.
So we have 2 natural pro qualifiers and 2 open pro qualifiers. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. That's not a lot, especially for the open pro qualifiers. We don't have that many natural ones here in the States. Then it's pretty new. You guys know how it is. The natural NPC league's pretty new. But I think what do they have here in the States, right? They have Ben Wieters, obviously. Pittsburgh. They have the Pittsburgh. Is there any others besides those 2?
Which one is it? In like the Bahamas or something. The one that
Johnny did.
They turned into a natural pro qualifier for this year.
Oh, that's new. So they'll be 3.
The Caribbean Grand Prix, I think.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Right, but in the States, like opportunities to like get a pro card, there are more opportunities to get your IFBB pro card, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, in the tested league, I believe it's just those 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Really?
And the untested?
Yeah. In the untested, there's a million.
Exactly.
In the untested, there's like 6 or 7 nationals. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought so.
But
pretty even.
I do want to hit WNBF, Luke. I'll definitely in my next season when I do a bunch of shows, I'm gonna try to rip a WNBF while I'm there, because WNBF Worlds has got to be one of the most competitive natural shows in the world.
Dude, looking at that show from last year, the 2025, that top lineup was stacked. Crazy.
WNBF Worlds, it's crazy.
Yeah. I'm curious, Josh. Do you like the WNBF posing?
I feel like if you love men's physique, you have to, and plus it's like my career. Yes, you have to love whatever you get from men's physique. So the answer is yes. And on top of that, I do like WNBF and federations like OCB too, just because they have more freedom with their routines. And so those are the guys that come to me and they're like, hey, can we play with this and this and that? And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of free for all, guys. Let's go crazy.
OCB, you can do whatever. I had my last men's physique guy show his quads on the individual.
What?
Dude,
Yeah.
on the individual routines for OCB, they're just about having fun. They're not judged. You can do whatever
No.
you want. Like
So
he pulled up his shorts and showed his
did, like,
quads. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
No way. I didn't know that, man.
OCB, like you can hit front double buys. OCB, guys, it's like it is. You don't have to stick proper to men's physique at all.
And they don't
No,
like
there's-
time it either.
yeah.
It's not only 15 seconds. You got like 30 seconds. They
Wait,
won't
what?
cut you off. Yeah.
Yeah, OCB is so different than
No,
coaching.
that's so
throughout the
true.
league.
The OCB, I went to an OCB show. There was a person that literally brought out like 2 katanas and were like posing with katana swords.
Bro.
Or they bring props. Or like
kids
a
do
lady,
what?
she brought like fans like I feel like I was watching Shang-Chi or something, but yeah.
Kids hit the Ziz pose in the OCB.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
telling you guys,
wild.
OCB is like you don't have to be all professional like NPC at all.
Jeez, I did not know that, man. So Gabe, you want to try tackle the WNBF? That's what you want to take on next?
Yeah, that'll probably be one of the shows I hit on my big season where I do nationals at the end in 2028. Definitely want to hit. I want to hit summer shredding that year. I want to hit a WNBF show, and then I'll hit a local NPC natural, and then a national natural as well.
Nice, man.
Do
already have
you
a
want to, because you said you were doing men's physique and classic, which one do you want to push towards?
I'm gonna keep doing both.
But if you were to choose one,
I got to do classic. My physique is just
Classic?
better for classic. Yeah.
He's definitely classic, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What about you, Josh? You gonna win some money for us at summer shredding this year?
Hey,
Bro, I really want like I hate to be that guy, but like I'm just really feeling good about this run. But my record isn't as good as Luke's though. Luke was being humble, like
Dude,
I've
Luke,
only
did you
done
ever
3
get your
shows.
blood work done doing 7 shows?
I've never in my life gotten my blood work done. No.
what? This guy, manic.
I know. And I know I probably should have. I've just never gotten it done.
I remember that. Yeah, when this guy told me he was doing 7 shows, I was like, "There's no way." I already was doing 2. I was like, "Wait, you're doing another?" He's like, "Yeah, man. I'm thinking of adding another one." I was like, 6? Like, add one more, bro. 7? I remember when
The
we were
mindset, though, the
6,
mindset that
7.
I had is that if I could push myself to do 7 shows in a single year, then every other year following that will just feel easy for me.
XP
Okay.
points, mental XP points.
What about you, Manene? What's your future bodybuilding goals? Obviously, you already said natural IFBB pro card. Anything else?
I'd say for now, that's just the main one. I've done 2 natural pro qualifiers so far, and I've done 2 summer shreddings as well. But my goal is, just to get the natural IFBB pro card. In 2024, I won my class, made it to the overall, and then didn't place there. So obviously, you only know who the winner is. You don't know who came 3rd or 4th. So it's either 1st and 2nd. Then 2025 went to nationals again, and then I came 2nd in my class. So I didn't make it to the overall.
Oh,
Then sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 2nd overall. I was about to say it's not 2nd in your class. Okay.
Yeah, so the first time made it to the overall. I don't know. I either came 3rd or 4th because we know who the top 2 were in my first one.
Yeah.
Second year, came 2nd in my class at the first nationals of the year. So I didn't make it to the finals or the overalls. Then a few months later, I actually flew to Vancouver for the another natural pro qualifier, and I came 3rd in my class. So I was like, man, I'm gutted. And they're like, more conditioning. I was like, oh my God. So so I'm gonna try again this year, 2026 in August, and hopefully this is the one, man. Yeah, just get that IFBB pro card and then go to Ben Weeders is the goal.
Who's your coach?
My coach is actually one of my good friends. He's one of my best friends, and I've known him for a long time. He's called Paris. So he runs a company. He's Canadian called Truth Body Systems. So yeah, I known him since 2022. So he's not big in the space of bodybuilding as a whole, but really, really good coach. Him and I have really good rapport. He knows my body very well. So yeah, he who coaches me. Mostly, yeah.
Okay. Side note about the IFBB Pro cards. Which ones do you guys like more, the blue or the red?
Red.
Red.
Red all day. Red all day,
Yeah,
dude. And they're
red,
giving
red.
out all the blue ones. I hope when I get to mine, it's red. Please.
I don't know. It just feels like
Orange and
legit.
purple, though. I swear there was also orange and purple ones.
I haven't
What?
seen orange.
Does it
Purple. There
depend
might be.
what
There has been
country
purple
you're
ones,
from?
yeah. Internationally, they're different
Oh,
colors.
internationally purple ones.
Yeah.
Actually, internationally, they don't even like, it's not even the traditional IFBB Pro card. It's like a weird font that they just kind of create out of like ChatGPT or something. Like it's like, I don't know.
I don't know. I've seen
seen
in Asia the pro cards, the IPB cards they give out. They look kind of cool. They got cool design.
They have like a signature on them too.
Asia does a lot of good things. So
Yeah, they do it right.
Those physiques. What is up with those wide clavicles, man? Insane.
yeah, wide clavicles or shows. They got that one, like the gimbal guy just going circles around people. I gotta compete in Asia someday.
Dude, that'd
Have
be
you guys
sick.
seen those Monster Zim shows?
Yep.
Those
No.
shows are nuts. The way that they run. We need that. We need that
What-
over here in North America.
What's that league called?
So I think it's a show promoter. It's called Monster Zim. They just put on an Unreal production.
Okay. Have you guys seen NBW? Natural Bodybuilding
Yes.
Worldwide? That's my coach's league that he created. I'm gonna compete in that one day too as well.
No, is your coach AJ Morris?
Yeah.
Oh no, AJ's your coach?
Yeah.
No way. He's probably
Not-
one of the best.
Yeah, not for the OCB Pro card. I snagged them before this last season before I did the NPC shows.
Oh yeah, he's
We'll go to Ben Weeders together in 2028 or whenever I do it.
he'll fly from the UK.
No. Like he'll be my coach for that.
Oh yeah, you're gonna
Yeah.
Yeah, AJ Morris is sick. Him, Alberto Nunez as well. Like
Yeah. The UK natties are, dude, people don't even know about that.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest things I wanted to promote with starting this podcast and, online is like the whole world of natural bodybuilding, right? All these federations that people don't even know about. They think the only route to pursue their bodybuilding goals is going the NPC IFBB route. And they don't understand that, like, dude, there's so much sick competition in WNBF, the OCB Yorton Cup, right? The new NPC Natural League. And they think to chase these lofty goals, they have to, hop on and go the normal NPC untested route.
Yeah, well, WNBF is still relatively smaller over here in North America, especially over in the UK. I feel like WNBF is bigger than the IFBB over
in the UK.
for sure.
100%.
Yeah. And the OCB, isn't that just American?
I
don't
think
think
so.
they do other countries. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they're just American. Yeah, they have a lot. It's like the biggest natural league though in America. They have they have multiple shows like almost every weekend. It seems. It's
OCB,
100%. Yeah, and the Yorton Cup is very, very competitive. I don't know if you guys have ever seen any of the winners, but they could easily be NPC, or they could easily be tested IFBB pros as well.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Who was it? Was it Luke? Was it you who was telling me that if you get your pro card in one division, you have to give it up in another? Was there like a crossover?
No, I think someone else told us that. I think it was if you wanted to get your IFBB pro. No, if you want to get like an OCB or WNBF, you have to give up your IFBB or something like that, or like vice versa, something like that.
I heard it talked about on a podcast, so I'm pretty sure the IFBB doesn't want any of their natural IFBB guys competing in any other leagues besides the IFBB. So once you go, all three of us, we have that goal of getting the Natty IFBB Pro card. Once we get that, we're not supposed to compete in any other leagues according to the IFBB.
Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. I was wondering what the case was there. Okay, that's interesting. Fair enough. And has everyone? I know. So Josh has done some shredding. Luke has. I have. Have you as well, Gabe?
I haven't. No, I'll definitely hit it though in my next season that I do. I'll do I probably won't do 7 shows like Luke, but I'll definitely do like at least 4.
Here goes lucky number 7, man. That's gonna be the new name of the game.
I did think of a question for Josh though. Josh, is the posing criteria different from NPC to IFBB? Like, do the judges look for different stuff? Like, will I have to hypothetically, right? I'm in the NPC Natural League, right? I become a natural IFBB pro and I go to compete at the natural IFBB pro shows. Do I have to change my posing or anything like that? Do they look for different things, different flow?
So definitely apply the same mandatory poses, like a front pose and a back pose. That's always the same for NPC and IFBB. What makes it different? I actually watched a podcast on Men's Physique Radio, and they were interviewing Sandy. And to answer your question is, just remember in the NPC, you only get like 15 seconds. Sometimes you get 20. So make sure you make those seconds count. And so the posing, I would say keep it simplistic. You could stylize it, but please keep things simplistic still. So like a traditional front pose to a Ventura step to a back pose and back to front. Just don't make it as animated as what the pros would do. Like the pros, they got more time. I believe they got like about a minute, but they have more freedoms. Like Sandy has mentioned, like you earned your spot to be there. So definitely take your time playing with different things. And so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the posing is different as far as routines go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought, because I didn't know they get more time. So that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's good advice.
Yeah, at NPC shows, they'll just give you 15 seconds and they'll make sure it's only 15 seconds because they have a bunch of people to go through. They just want you to get on stage and get off stage. Whereas obviously as a pro, I feel like you've earned that right to have a full minute routine.
Mm-hmm. OCB school,
like to argue
like
that if
30 seconds.
Go ahead. No, I like to argue that if your physique and you're posing extremely good, you get
they'll want to
20
see
seconds.
Yeah. They'll let you finish. Yeah.
What's how long is WNBF? Because I've never prepped anyone for WNBF. I've never done it WNBF as well myself. So what's like the posing like with WNBF? Because OCB, we get like 30 to 45 seconds, honestly, for the individual routines.
Yeah. WNBF is actually different because you walk out on stage, you have 3 different points that you go to pose. So you walk out on the far end of the stage, you hit a quick front pose, then you walk to the center of the stage, you do your front pose, you do your back pose, then back to the front pose, and then you walk to the far end of the stage and you hit another front pose, and then you're done. So it's completely different from the other leagues. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
they
great.
call it a T-walk.
Okay.
T-walk, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a time limit though. Not as far as I'm concerned.
No.
Do they look for different things, like as far as the categories go? WNBF?
Very similar to like mainstream, like things you hear about, like muscularity, balance, and symmetry, and all that stuff.
What about, do they have INBA in Canada?
INBA.
Do they have? I don't think it's INBA.
I
They have
don't.
like
Josh.
PCA or some PNBA.
PNBA?
I think it's PNBA.
Yeah. What do you have?
I think it's UDFA, UED.
That one too.
I don't know if we have
UDFA.
that one. I think they have that in the UK. I think I've heard AJ talk about that one.
It's not popular at all. I think it's very low key right now, but it is here.
Yeah. Big advice for people that are wanting to do shows that are watching is definitely when you're signing up, look for the criteria of what they're looking for posing. Even though if it says men's physique and you see everybody posing the front pose and turn to the back and back to the front, like some federations, even if it's men's physique, they throw in like a back double bicep. They even throw in like an archer, like classic pose, like just random poses, but you'll find it on their catalog.
Or WNBF for the back pose, they want you doing one hand on hip.
Oh yeah,
you have that too. Mm-hmm.
Right.
So Luke, side note, I'm pretty sure. So ABA, INBA, and PNBA are the same league. They just have different names for the different countries.
Okay, so sure. I think we're PNBA.
Yes, and I think in the States it's INBA, and then ABA. Pretty sure is like the UK or like I think Australia as well. Not sure though. But I just looked it up, and ABA, INBA, and PNBA are like, it's the same thing. That's the one that does the Natural Olympia.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys have seen that. Josh, have you ever coached anyone for posing in that? Is posing different in that league, I guess?
I have coached for almost all federations for men's physique. So the answer is yes.
Okay.
I can't remember what all their names are anymore at this point. Like, that's why I just tell them, like, hey, what I tell people when they reach out to me, I was like, just send me the name of your show, and I look at their show, and then I see the criteria. I'm like, okay, we're throwing in these poses. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of different natural federations. Is your guys' favorite just natural NPC then? Do you guys have a specific favorite, especially Luke, since you've done like all of them?
Like
Personally, I like NPC IFBB the most out of all three. Well, not three, but out of all of them. By three, I mean OCB and WMBF because they're like the two other popular ones. But they're all legit. I mean, they're all really good in their own ways.
Yeah, I'd say the same. Yeah, they're all really good and they all have different aspects to them, which is so cool. I love how it's so inclusive. It's like it's men's physique, but different federations have different rules, and I absolutely love that. I think it's great. I would also say my favorite is IFBB NPC as well.
Okay. Yeah, same. The presentation, the shows, it's super, super cool. Super cool. Although the prejudging to finals is kind of a lot versus OCB where you're there for a couple hours and you're out. Man, at the NPC shows, you are there all day.
Dude, you're on stage and then they give out the awards and then you're done. You're done for the day. You're out by lunch and you can go to Cheesecake Factory and eat whatever you want.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're talking from experience, bro.
I am.
Wait, were you in the video when you were eating a burger?
That's the Cheesecake Factory after the OCB win.
Okay, gotcha. But was Manene, were you there too?
I wasn't. Sadly.
That was my other buddy that was there.
No, I did the cookie one where we like.
Me and Manene did some cookie video. Yeah,
that's where it's all coming together now. I see it now.
Do you guys like the prejudging in finals? Because that's like the one thing, man. It is so long, and then people that come to watch you have to pay for prejudging tickets and finals tickets. I think my California show, I was there from 6 a.m. for tanning coat 2 all the way until about 9 p.m.
Damn, yeah, they get long, bro.
That's Cali though. If you know anything about California, that's why.
I mean, we have it bad, but can you imagine if we were bikini?
Oh yeah,
that's fast, man. So like, I feel for the ladies. They're on till like 1 a.m. sometimes.
Yeah,
yeah. And on top of that, like the bikini girls, they pose longer just because they had to do a walk towards the back of the stage, hold it, and then come back to the front. Like, and that's like multiple classes doing that. That takes a lot of time, and their individuals are kind of longer than a traditional men's physique too.
Very true. That is very true. The setup of the shows. So I'm curious what you guys think. Do you think that with men's physique, you know how summer shredding has fit physique?
Yeah.
The IFBB/NPC, they're gonna introduce a new division the same way they introduced fit model for men's physique down the line. Can you see that happening, or you're like, nah, you don't see that happening?
Dude, I see that question being asked on so many podcasts. Like there's talk about it for sure. I feel like eventually it'll happen.
Yeah.
I think,
I'm praying it happens. Like, bro, I wanna jump in that federation or that category so bad when that happens.
What do you think
start a new flow?
What do you think would be different about that compared to men's physique though?
I think it would be like fit model where less conditioning and less size, and it's basically just a smaller men's physique.
Posing wise though, do you think there'll be any posing differences or even like what they wear on stage?
Josh can coin the new posing.
I saw some people say they should do jeans.
Oh no!
Bro, I'll still do it. I'll still show up.
Dude, the jeans aura. I've seen people like say they should do that
with the gold tan. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, yeah. Honestly, I've been so tempted to want to just go to India and compete at one of those shows. Like that golden look goes kind of. It's pretty tough.
A lot of those guys are good posers too, eh? Some of them have, because Josh, I think I saw one of your videos where you reviewed, I think it was a guy from India, and his flow was pretty good. I was like, damn, like he's smooth with his transitions and stuff.
Yeah, overall, Asia is very underrated when it comes to posing. Like, there's something that a lot of the guys out there have such an artistic touch and flow, and they're very like analytical with like little small details. That's why I like review their posing and post them all the time, because I wish I saw more of that. And going back to your question, Gabe, about like, what do you think about prejudging and finals? I like prejudging and finals when posing's good. When it's not good, I find myself like at local shows where I actually stop watching just because, not that I'm frustrated, but I'm just like, man, like, these people aren't putting effort in their posing. I'm not gonna watch.
Yeah.
Sense.
Mm-hmm.
Makes a ton of sense, man. Because it's entertainment too, right? Like you're displaying your physique. It's just like if someone goes and they're like,
Yeah.
You're like,
especially when you're paying
no.
to be there to watch.
Yeah. So I totally understand what you mean, Josh.
What makes you two, Luke and Munene, what makes you guys like love men's physique? Like what's your why behind men's physique? And will you guys ever switch to classic?
Honestly, I like it a lot because when I first got into bodybuilding or watching bodybuilding, that's the division that I was watching. Like back in the day when Diaz Prime, like even when Ryan Terry was started competing, I just always liked men's physique, and I like that look, the beach body kind of style look. I was never into being, overly like a massive, right? Like the open guys. So yeah, that's pretty much why I like it. I think I would definitely stay with it my entire career. I don't really have a desire to be a classic or open bodybuilder. I love men's physique.
Fair. I hear you, man. Similar to Luke, I would say, yeah, men's physique has always been something that division has always been something that I've really admired because they want like these huge mass monsters. I could never see myself looking like that. And I also just like, how people say the pretty boy look? Do you know what I mean by that? I just like how there's a flow to it. It's like it's like the abs. It's like balanced. Yeah. It's well, now it's not so attainable. I wouldn't say it's as attainable as it could be, but I really like the look. The broad shoulders, the taper, how they prioritize balance, board shorts too. Regardless of like if you're on a beach, you look good. It's just a very versatile physique in my opinion, and that's one thing I really like about it. And also my structure suits it. I'd just say genetically, like I have a smaller waist, so I think based because of my pelvic width and my shoulders, that my structure suits men's physique more than other things. And also my body fat distribution, like I hold a lot of body fat in my lower extremities, so just due to that genetic to get peeled to do classic, I could do it, but I'd have to cut even more. So I still have to get lean, but I won't have to get as lean for my legs to come in. So my body fat distribution actually favors men's physique. And I'm assuming that's the case with you as well, Josh.
Yeah, yep, 100%.
If you had to pick one, what are you taking, Josh?
Yeah.
Man,
I know you like classic too.
Yeah, I do like classic. I would pick men's physique because structurally at the moment, that is just like what I am. And the reason why I have grown to love men's physique, because honestly, classic physique was my first love. Like if you ask like my favorite posers of all time, it was Danny Hester, Terrence Ruffin, and Lee Labrada. Like those three competitors are the reason why I have the career I have today. Like if I didn't watch them, I wouldn't have the love for posing. So it's like my love is there for it. But for men's physique, there's something about, I'll use this for example. If you go to the years that Brandon Hendrickson won the Olympia, he would walk out and he would just have the cockiest walk ever. This smile, like he's cheating just because like, why am I here? Because I'm already winning, like type of attitude. Where classic doesn't really have that. They're kind of more stoic and just like relaxed and like, let's hit this pose, which is cool as well. Like I really like that vibe too. But men's physique has like this touch where it's just like, man, this guy is on and he knows he's on, and like it's that I always say aura farm. There's a lot of aura farming in men's physique.
Yeah.
And I also like there's more entertainment watching men's physique. And if you watch men's physique, like everybody's like trash talking each other and trying to like prove like they're better than each other. And I just love the entertainment side of things. Like if you go watch Jeremy Buendia back in 2017 when he won, where he gave like a speech and he's like, no one will outwork me. And like, he like goes off and gives his promo. Like I literally felt like I was watching a WWE like promo. Like this guy is going crazy. Like I felt like I was watching Conor McGregor when he was starting up. For classic, like everybody just like, I have a beautiful physique. You have a beautiful physique too? Well, mine's is better. Let me take off my shirt off and just do a front double. Like it's more Yeah. I was actually thinking about Breon. Love Breon too. That's why I like men's physique though. It's more of the drama and also like the aura farming and the look.
Yeah.
The flow is tough. I do love the men's physique flow. I know you talk about it. I talk about it now as like posing underwater, where you have that like smooth flow. It is so tough. So I think men's physique's very slept on. I'll always do both probably, just because I love both. Honestly, I might even have to rip bodybuilding too.
Really, eh?
Bro? Yeah, do it,
dude.
Yeah, dude. Why not, man?
Yeah, why not?
Like,
you know, more chances at the pro card. So.
Exactly. Was your first division men's physique, Gabe, or was it like both at the exact same time?
The OCB pro card, you can only do one. I did men's physique.
Oh, fair.
That's right. Yeah.
Right. So I started out just like you, just men's physique, and then as I did my second season, I was like, okay, I gotta whip out the classic trunks just because of my legs. So it was a good time.
Gabe, remind me, was your first show a qualifier and you got your pro card?
The OCB one?
Yeah,
that was my first ever show. I've only done 3.
Crazy,
Yeah.
Wow.
Men's physique. Wow. I didn't have you as my posing coach though, dude. OCB is the quarter turns. I don't know. I don't love them.
I'm not a fan of the quarter turns either.
They are awkward to get into.
Yeah. Especially for the WMBF, what I wasn't a fan of was the hand on hip for the back.
Oh, you have to do that?
I remember, did we do a session? I told you, like, you have to put your hand on head. You're like, really? This is awkward. I was like,
I didn't even know. Like, it is awkward. And I feel like me specifically, it was hard for me to do that. It was a learning curve for me. And that's something shamefully I didn't practice enough going into that WMBF show. So I was there like a day before in Calgary just trying to practice that one hand on hip, and I guess like it was enough, but I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it.
Fair. That's why it's nice that there's diversity. You can almost choose the division you want to do and pursue, so it caters to many people. But that being said, Luke and I have had this conversation. I'm curious, what do you guys rank as the most important? Okay, let's say from most important to least important. These are the variables. There's balance, structure, conditioning, and muscularity for men's physique. Like,
I think it depends on the league, because time and time again I see different things with the OCB shows versus the NPC natural shows. So I think it depends on I don't know. Well, it depends if you're talking personally, but as far as the judges goes with who's going to win, it's different within the different leagues. 100%.
That's a good point. Yeah, it varies.
You said balance, structure. What were the other ones? Muscularity, and what was the last one?
Yeah, so balance, structure, muscularity, and conditioning. I don't know if I'm missing anything. I would put density in like muscularity as a whole kind of vibe.
Wasn't there one more that we were talking about? Balance, structure, conditioning, muscularity. There wasn't anything else? Maybe not.
No, because then Luke, we were saying density, but then we put that in muscularity as a kind of thing too. It's like a blanket term for that.
Yeah,
I feel like what I'm feeling at the moment, I feel like what's the most important is structure, because structure decides what category you're going to be in. Yeah.
I would say so too.
Because if you say muscularity is important, it's just, I don't know. I just think of examples of like, for example, if you are a men's physique competitor and you have big arms, then I would throw you into classic. And so that's like a structure thing, right?
Facts.
So you have to like downsize those arms and make sure you're aligned with the men's physique category. So that's why structure is like important. Conditioning, I feel like conditioning is just like that's just part of the package. You just gotta get that done.
That's what you think. But as someone who primarily coaches OCB guys, these judges do not care about conditioning. They only pick the most muscular guys. It's kind of disrespectful to the sport of bodybuilding. It should be way more prioritized. Yes, dude, they don't prioritize conditioning at all. They pick the bigger guy every time, as long as he's like somewhat on. If you have a guy who's lights out, perfect men's physique structure, perfect posing, and you have a guy who's like kind of on in like normal stage conditioning, but he's bigger, they pick the guy that's bigger. Muscularity is what wins shows in the OCB. Like I'm telling you, I've seen the bigger guys win show and time again, even when they're not even like proper conditioning. Like I've seen classic guys win in the OCB that don't even have like dugout hamstrings or like any hamstring conditioning just because they're bigger. Like the OCB judges definitely do not prioritize conditioning or structure at all. They just pick the biggest guy that their eyes go to first. It's honestly kind of makes me mad sometimes.
Dang. Yeah, your guy was really good. I honestly really liked his structure. You should tell him to go do NPC.
Yeah. But NPC is definitely different. They pick structure, and you got to come in way more condition. You got to come in lights out. Yeah. You got to come in condition. Otherwise, you're not placing an NPC.
It's so true. And the standards are getting better and better and better every year. It's like the conditioning standards. But I think I'm similar to Josh as well. I think it's number one is structure. Then after structure, I would say conditioning. Then I'd go balance, and I'd put muscularity last. Not to say that it's not important, but if I had to choose, gun to my head, and say like choose from most important to least, I'd say muscularity is at the bottom, because it's not the biggest guy doesn't win. It's like balance is important. Like, let's see if a very balanced physique, that's impressive. But I'd say structure, conditioning, balance, and then muscularity in that order, I would say.
That's the way it's got to go.
Yeah,
size has to be at the bottom of the list. I mean, we see well, apparently not in OCB, but like we see smaller guys beat bigger guys all the time because they have better structure and conditioning. It's not always the biggest guy wins.
How do they judge at summer shredding?
I say it's more similar to NPC.
Okay.
I would think. Yeah.
Well, fit physique is not what they intended on it being, though. Have you seen?
Bro, yeah, fit physique. What I was seeing at fit physique was crazy. I was like, bro, this is tested, right? This physique looks like a men's physique.
That's far.
Well, after all, I mean, it is really just men's physique, but natural, right? That's how I would think of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we're just getting these massive natty guys on the stage.
Yeah. Bro, I need to find his name. He just became a pro. There was a guy that was at Summer Shredding. He didn't win. I was surprised.
No, we know who you're talking about. Manini. He's talking about why can't I think of his name right now?
He has a crazy big chest. He's natty.
Johnny?
Johnny. He's talking about Johnny. You're talking about Jonathan Kinkle.
Is it? He like didn't smile a lot on stage.
Yeah, and he was wearing purple board shorts at Summer Shredding.
Yeah, and he just got his pro card too, right? Like in NPC.
Dude, he got his pro card. He was 100% natural. He got it in an open pro qualifier.
That's crazy.
Yeah. There's some guys down in AZ that have done that, like Brinks, and then there's a black guy named Micah too. Both fully untested, and they still got it.
Oh yeah. Micah sounds good. Yeah, and
they're natural.
That's wild.
It blows my mind.
Bro, I remember seeing Johnny backstage. When I saw that guy, I'm like, nah, this guy's definitely just doing regular physique. There's no way he's doing fit physique. Then I see him on stage with me in the overall. I'm like, who the hell? Like, how? Who drug tested this guy?
Yeah, exactly. He was one of those like AI type of physiques where I was just like, bro, this isn't real.
Yeah,
it's very true. Who's your guys' favorite? I know it's like we're natties, but who's your favorite men's physique competitor?
Who's going first?
Okay, I'll go first. I've answered this question on our podcast. I think we've asked each other this.
I'm actually curious what yours is.
Currently, like for Olympia a couple level, of reasons, right? I wouldn't say he's. I'm gonna say for the entertainment side of it and just like his physique, Ali. I like Ali because he loves stirring up the pot. He makes it entertaining as hell because all he does is talk shit the entire time to everybody else. But honestly, his look is insane too. I'm a really big fan of his midsection, and I kind of compare myself to him because I feel like out of all like the top 10 people, his physique is like the closest mine would resemble.
Fair.
I like him too. Him and Ryan Terry.
That's your favorite, eh?
Yeah, but like I'm more of a, you guys know, I'm more of a classic guy now. So the main like Olympia level guy I watch is actually Matt Grego. I watch a lot of Matt Grego.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Greg has a sick physique.
I watch his YouTube vids. He's like the one like Olympia level, guy on gear that I keep up with and I watch. I don't know why. I like him, and I really like Derek Lunsford. I like the whole Tampa crew.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
And I think Ali trains with them too at Champs in Tampa when he's getting ready. So I mess with that whole squad.
Good guys, man. For sure. Good squad. What about you,
All right, who's next?
Josh
For
is
me?
deep in thought.
Man, I work with so many men's physique competitors. I don't want to offend anybody. It's a hard one, man. I would say the one that has given me the most like my platform that doesn't exist. Like my platform from the men's physique stuff I do exists because of Jeremy Buendia, so I would have to give it to him. And it was actually a full circle moment where I met him at the Olympia, and he was doing like a meet and greet with everybody, and he was completely done. No one was there anymore. I actually walked in just because I was trying to find a friend or something, and then I just saw him, and I'm just like, "What's up? Hey, I'm." Like it was cool because he didn't know who I was at first, but until I said like, "Oh, I'm this guy," like it just clicked, and like we just had like a good conversation, and he knew who I was from like just social media in general, and I was just like, "Man, like this is like my hero essentially," and I would probably give it to Jeremy, just overall from what he's done for me in my life. Like he's the reason why I got into like going to the gym, because he would do videos with Hadi Rambod, like the FST7 stuff. Like because of Jeremy, I like bought Evogen nutrition and all that stuff. Like he was definitely like the most influential in the men's physique world for me.
Oh, that's so cool, man. I can imagine when you saw him for the first time at the Olympia, and he's like, "Oh, I know you, man," and you're like, "Holy, what? It's crazy."
Yeah,
eh?
I was just like, "How did I get here, bro?" Yeah,
your hard work, brother.
Yeah.
That's really cool, man. Oh, that's so cool. I'm a B Henny fan. Yeah, I like Brandon.
Bro, that's a close second for me. Close second. Like they're
tough. Eh?
Why is that though? Why is that?
I just like Brandon's flow, his like aura, for lack of a better word. Like the way he does this, and he's like, then he does the single hand, and then the squeeze, the Hendrickson squeeze, and it's just, I don't know what it is, and the way he comes around like this. Brandon's just, and his legs too. He's so balanced. I just really like Brandon's physique and his attitude as well.
Do you guys like the Ryan Terry Superman? Do you mess with the Superman?
If you can hit it, yeah.
Yeah.
Josh, do you have guys?
How can you
Do
not
you have
like it?
guys that have good abs hit the Superman when you work with them?
It depends, man. If they have like the fullness and muscularity, I throw in Supermans for sure. But if those abs aren't symmetrical, I'm just kind of like, nah, take it out.
That's the thing. Like, it's got to be perfect. You got to make sure that you can hit that.
Yeah.
If you can hit it, though, then like all your weaknesses are exposed. So like you won't have any weaknesses if you are good at it. That's pretty much the main point. Yeah.
Very true. Very true. It's a tough pose to pull off.
It's a risky one.
Yeah, because and the confidence too. It's like, look at me head on. Like I couldn't do that. I have no delts. So for me to hit that, I'm exposed.
That's what I mean, though. You really have to have like no weaknesses from that pose if you're gonna hit that.
Yeah, I got asymmetric abs, so I could never do that.
I hear you. Likewise.
What are you guys' main goals for the podcast? For NPP?
That's a good question. I think honestly, we want to grow natural bodybuilding. Specifically, we talk about a lot of men's physique, because we both love men's physique. But I think the main goal is just to get more eyes and attention on the natural side of bodybuilding, because obviously the open side, the open guys, they get all the attention. There's so much talk about them and news surrounding them. So we kind of want to have coverage for the natural league, give the guys at the top of the natural league the opportunity to get on our podcast and get themselves in front of their fans. And we want to make it more entertaining. I feel like when we talk about it more, it kind of brings in an entertainment factor going into the natural shows. Like people won't know about these natural shows until we talk about it, until we talk about these athletes going into them. And it kind of just brings that entertainment factor. So like, hopefully the goal is if we talk about this athlete going into this pro show, more people are going to want to watch that pro show because now they're interested about seeing how the athlete's going to do in the show.
Yeah, and not a lot of people even know that like there was like a natural at the Olympia last year, right? Titus, you guys know him? Yeah, that would be sick to have to get him on. He's Canadian? Yeah, dude. Like people don't even know that you can achieve these goals in natural bodybuilding, and people set limits on natural physiques and natural bodybuilding. Like pretty much no one knows that there was a natural at the Olympia. So I think, you know, the new NPC tested route is super, super cool. And
that's the thing too. A lot of people that are getting into bodybuilding think the only route to the Olympia stage is, you know, going the enhanced route and competing in these open shows, but there's a whole other side of the sport. I mean, the Ben Weider is like the Olympia of the natural side of the IFBB right now, and that show is getting massive right now. The talent that we see, like we just saw in 2025, the guys that stepped on that pro stage, absolutely insane. So another goal is just to spread awareness that, you know, you can take bodybuilding seriously as a natural. You don't have to take the enhanced route if you don't want to. A lot of guys don't know that.
Well said.
Yeah. So I saw you guys did some coverage on, what was it, the last national NPC tested over in Japan or somewhere in Asia?
The athlete?
The athlete that got his pro card, right?
Oh yeah, we were getting flamed in the comments
because people were saying he was not natty or what?
They were like dabbing us too. They're like, you guys are clearly blind. Idiots.
Yeah. Oh, is that the Taiwanese guy?
No. This was a Japanese guy. I can't think which, because we've covered two Japanese guys, Royota, and the more recent one. Why can't I think of his name?
Jaiwook Lim.
Jaiwook Lim.
Yeah. I hope I'm saying it right.
He won a NPC test. He got his IFBB pro card in the natural one, right over there.
Yeah.
I think he's Korean though. He's Korean. The other guy was Ryuda was Japanese.
Korean. Yeah.
Is Korean.
Yeah, man.
But that's what I mean. Like looking at these guys, like you wouldn't think that these guys are natural, but there are freaks out there that can get these physiques. You just gotta put in time and actually put in the work, especially as a natural.
It's a middle-aged man sport, you know. You just gotta be old. Gotta have the time under your years of training. 100%.
That's the thing with natural bodybuilding. It's like, your prime is, as you get older, you get a lot better. Even in open, but it's like, especially for naturals. Like, do you guys know Jeff Alberts? 3DMJ?
Yeah, I listen to 3DMJ podcast.
Yeah.
He's
like a natural bodybuilder. He's part of the team, like him, Alberto Nunez, Eric Helms, and like Brad and bro, I forgot the other name. But
them four, they do the 3DMJ podcast. I think I've listened to it a few times.
Exactly. And Jeff Alberts is like 53, but when you look at this guy, you're like, no way. Just insane natural physique. Like he has like the gray beard, but you look at and he's just jacked. It's like, holy cow, this guy's physique is awesome. So he's like getting better in that range. So I just think there's so much opportunity with natural bodybuilding. It's growing like crazy. And I feel like, do you guys think like social media has made, when I say this, I don't mean this in a bad way, but do you feel like it's made bodybuilding more mainstream? And when I say mainstream, I don't mean that through a negative lens. I just mean like people are open to it. Because I was seeing some friends, and one of my friends, she was like, oh yeah, the Olympia, that guy, he competes there, right? I was like, how do you know about the Olympia? I would never have thought you would know anything about bodybuilding or these athletes. She's like, yeah, who doesn't? And I was like, what? You don't even work out? Like, she's like, yeah, but it's because of social media. So what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I would agree 100%. Like you got people like Daddy Noel, like he has bodybuilding background. I can see a lot of people who aren't bodybuilders following him and connect to that. as well as that one guy that blew up literally in like a month or two, Malibu Fitness. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, he's another one where it's just like a lot of people like just watch him for the vibes, and clearly he's a bodybuilder too. So I feel like we're getting a lot of those guys coming out in social media, and so people are bound to like learn more about bodybuilding.
Yep. Well, I will tell you, every OCB show I go to is more and more packed and more competitive. So, TikTok, Instagram, it's just more people want to compete. They get inspired. Honestly, social media is awesome for inspiration. They get inspired to compete and they want to hop into a show. So, bodybuilding is definitely getting bigger and bigger. And so is natural bodybuilding, which is awesome, which is why, awesome that you guys are creating your podcast to, especially show that super competitive side of natural bodybuilding that people don't know. Because I feel like down here in the States, a lot of people kind of just think about, the OCB or like the WNBF or the INBA when they think of natural bodybuilding. So many people don't even know that the NPC has a natural league, and they don't know that these guys at the top look absolutely insane. So I definitely appreciate what you guys are doing as a natural.
Appreciate that, bro. That's another good point too, actually. Not a lot of people know about it because honestly, the IFBB, the NPC hasn't, they are starting to now, but they haven't put as much attention into the natural shows that they have in the open shows, obviously. And the only way to make them do that more is by getting more attention and views on it. So that's another goal of ours. The more we talk about it, hopefully the IFBB will, see that natural bodybuilding is growing, and they'll add more shows. They'll add more pro qualifiers. They'll add more natural pro shows. And eventually down the line, hopefully, who knows where natural bodybuilding is going to be for the IFBB.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And just like back at you, Gabe, I appreciate what you're doing too, man. It's really cool to see a fellow, competitor in both classic and men's physique who's passionate about the sport and wants to get back to it. Like, I think that's really awesome that you have your own podcast, Peak Natty, and that you're having us on. And even you, Josh, like you're definitely like such a huge inspiration for not only myself, but so many other people. Like, I remember when I was first getting into posing, I was like men's physique posing on YouTube and on Instagram, and like you came up and I just saved a bunch of like your videos to my folder, and I was just like watching them on repeat, bro. So you're doing some really cool stuff, and I admire it, man. So both of you guys, like, huge inspiration.
Last question.
So I was going to ask you a question. What made you decide to start your podcast? Because didn't you just recently start? I know you were doing YouTube, but you just recently started the podcast.
So I've been doing YouTube, TikTok, Instagram full time for about a year now, just through online coaching pretty much. But I recently started the podcast, and this is kind of leads into this question I was just about to ask. So the reason I started this podcast is because on prep, right? I don't know if this happened to any of you guys, if anybody can relate, but music, the dopamine from music starts to stop hitting, right? And I like low-key quit listening to music because it became boring. You don't get dopamine from it anymore once you get deep into prep. And so I would just listen to podcasts. Everywhere I drove, podcasts only. During cardio, podcasts only. The only time I listened to music was, in the gym, right? When I was lifting. I'm not going to listen to podcasts while lifting. But in all those hours of cardio and all those hours of driving to the gym, man, over my prep, I listened to hundreds of podcasts, a new podcast every day. And I began to love podcasts. Honestly, I would listen to them to help me fall asleep at night, in the middle of deep into prep, when I would wake up, in the middle of the night, as you do, a couple weeks out, I would put like a boring podcast on to help me fall back asleep in the middle of the night. And I just grew to love podcasts so much, right? Everywhere I drove, I would listen to a new one. And I ended up loving them also, not just because of the whole music thing, but also to learn more, right? And I would just listen to more and more bodybuilding podcasts. Like, I've listened to every J3U podcast they've ever put out, just to get more and more coaching knowledge. And I would listen to all the Andrew Huberman podcasts, just because as a coach, right, you're never done learning. There's always more to learn, so you can be a knowledgeable coach, right? So to be productive and quit listening to, just music for entertainment, I wanted to, always be learning and stimulating my mind and growing. And man, like I said, I listened to who knows how many podcasts over 7 months of prep, man, hundreds. And so I was like, you know what? I want to start my own. And then, my coaching company, Peak Natty, goes real well with Peak Natty podcast. So I was like, you know what? I'm not the biggest guy on social media following wise, but I do have a lot of connections. I don't know. I like to see myself as a pretty friendly guy, right? I'm always making tons and tons of friends. And although, you know, I don't have the biggest following, I know so many people that I could have on this podcast. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna start the Peak Natty podcast. I'm gonna have a bunch of my friends in the industry on. I'm gonna have, you know, any great natural I can get on. Any peak natty I can get on, but also, you know, not naturals to talk about their story and their perspective of things, and just all things bodybuilding, all things mindset, and all things informative as well. So that's pretty much my thing. I don't really have a specific like niche. I wouldn't even necessarily say it's necessarily like bodybuilding, kind of like yours is more, you know, men's physique, bodybuilding, stuff like that. Mine is just honestly anybody in the industry that comes on.
I love that, man.
So yeah,
that's so cool. It's a mix of everything. Like, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask you guys a question. I was gonna be like, but you know, speaking of podcasts and listening to podcasts, what are some of your favorite podcasts that you guys listen to? I wonder if there's any that I haven't listened to that I might have to try out.
Minnie, I'll let you start because I gotta think of mine.
I love a lot of so definitely a lot of like knowledge advancement, especially with coaching and physiology, just like you, J3U, 3DMJ, Revive Stronger. I listen to a bunch of those, but I also listen to a lot of like business podcasts too. So, or personal development. So I definitely love Alex Hormozi's podcast, The Game. I love that.
Stole mine. I'll think of a different one.
Oh no, yeah, the same, man. I listen to that, or Bedros Keuilian's. He has one too that I listen to. And then last but not least, I sometimes, what is it? It's Bedros. Andy Frisella, MF CEO. But now it's like, Andy Frisella's podcast. So yeah, a lot of personal development, mindset, business, personal finance, but mainly like, bodybuilding, entrepreneurship, mindset. Or fitness, entrepreneurship, bodybuilding mindset.
Yeah. For me, honestly, I don't listen to anything bodybuilding related for podcasts. It's mainly anything that could help me with business and mindset. And so Alex Hormozi is definitely like, I dedicate my first year opposing coaching, my success, to him when it comes to the mindset side of things. And my second year and going on to this year, I've been listening to a lot of School of Hard Knocks. It's a guy out of Austin, Texas, and he just interviews a lot of millionaires and billionaires, and just those are like the type of mindsets and people I want to be around regularly, which is why I'm like moving to Orlando, Florida, to be around those type of people. And there's something about them, like they're just so present and dialed in that I'm just like, I want to be at that level of like presence. And on top of that, I listened to a podcast. It's called Chris Van Vliet, and and because my next venture this year is to be a professional wrestler, and so this guy, and so this guy he interviews WWE wrestlers, TNA wrestlers, any wrestlers that are like popular, and it just helps me understand the mindset of an athlete at that level and how their bring up is, and just like everything about them. So just more mentality stuff and understanding how athletes think for me to like be ready for my athletic adventures in business.
That's so cool, man. That's so cool. Damn.
Yeah, I think if I'm gonna listen to a podcast, I think is to learn something, is for like value. So we're online coaches. I listen to Brian Mark, who coaches online coaches like us. So he's got a lot of value for us. When it comes to like training and the gym, I listen to a lot of Mind Pump.
What's Mind Pump? I've never heard of that.
Mind Pump? No, they're really big in the fitness space. Definitely recommend them. They got a lot of value when it comes to training and like health and diet, everything you could think of. Higher Up Wellness. I don't know if you guys have heard of that one. Yeah. Listen to that a lot. What else? Thinking with a Pump. You know those ones?
Yeah.
Those guys?
Dude. Thinking with a Pump is fire.
Yeah, that's a good entertainment one. They're funny over there, but yeah.
Oh, damn. Yeah. No, I never seen that. Yeah. Josh, the international like becoming a pro wrestler, that's so cool, man. Is it like specifically WWE that you want to get into, or TNA, or?
Yeah, man, I had an opportunity. I got interviewed by the WWE. I didn't get the job, obviously, but it just kind of gave me a taste of like, shoot, if I could get an interview, that means I could probably someday get this gig. So that's part of why I'm wanting to move to Orlando, Florida, too, just to be closer to the wrestlers, because that's where home base is. Like when you get signed, you're going to be wrestling every week for a show called NXT, and so I'm just like, let's see what we can do.
If anyone's gonna be a wrestler, it's gonna be you.
Yeah, man.
I honestly
That
have a
is so
feeling
cool.
you just have that kind of aura. You know, like you're posing the way you pose, that itself, like that kind of personality that you have. That's all WWE wrestling right there.
Bro, get ready. I need to talk to Alex. I need to get his green light first. But when I debut, I'm good. I like my character. I want it to be a men's physique guy.
You're wearing
Like
manifest.
I'm gonna wear manifest shorts, just freaking
Manifest.
go in there and just do my thing.
You're gonna look
Like
at the
that would
guy
be
and you're
so
gonna say,
sick.
"Put on your manifest shorts and get to posing."
Heck yeah, that'll be sick.
Oh, it's like your finisher can just be like.
Oh, something. Hey, that's
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
idea. Yeah,
It's like imagine it's just like
I do my Sub-Zero intro into the front, so I think I might do that when I walk out. I don't know. Well, I'm still figuring it out.
That's awesome.
Well, that's pretty much our time.
Sub-Zero's cold, man. It's tough.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys coming on. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And Josh, good luck moving. I know that's going to be a lot of stress. We'll miss you down here in Arizona, my man.
Appreciate you guys.
I'm gonna come visit you when you go to Florida.
Oh, heck yeah. When are you going to move over here or down there?
Hopefully sometime soon, man.
Is
It'll
Alex
happen,
still
it'll
live in
happen.
Florida?
He's in Tampa.
He's in Tampa? Dude,
Sorry.
I want to go to Tampa, bro. Tampa, everybody's there, man. That would be sick.
Yeah. I was thinking of moving to Tampa, but I feel like Tampa will be like a business trip for me. Like I want to enjoy where I live and not feel like I need to work. Like I need to
Yeah.
Like I want.
You would have too many posing clients.
Yeah. It will be a lot to handle. Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let everybody know where they can find you guys. Drop your current podcast, the platforms it's on, and then everyone drop your Instagrams for sure.
Yeah. So our podcast is at just NattyPhysiquePod, both on YouTube and Instagram, and then my personal and IG is at Luke's Fit Guide.
Sweet. I'll go first, or I'll go second because I have to head out here soon. But at
Sorry,
Josh
guys. I think I'm lagging.
That's my socials for everything. So just find me there.
Munene.
Nice. Yeah, mine is oh my gosh, here we go. My first name MUNENE.MMB on Instagram. That's where you find me. And then at the Natty Physique Pod as well with Luke.
The Natty Physique Pod, baby. NPP. Well, appreciate you guys coming on. That is a wrap.
Thanks for having